Will Reichert has it all teed up. And off we go from Minneapolis. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Love throwing to start us off. This is reeled in by Reed. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Takes the handoff, now Love. He throws a bullet deep to the... And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run. And a great try at that first down.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, kid, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Motion man right is Jefferson. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Forced out to his right. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Rashawn Gary with that tackle.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Michigan. That gets them a 1st down. Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Jones gets it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required, along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal. Another try for Jones. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's on the move. And they score! It's a Minnesota touchdown! The Vikings have a great first drive and get the game's first points. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Reichard there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw. You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This is on target to Christian Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Harrison Smith with the INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Quay Walker. Nothing gained or lost on that run. And now it's 3rd and 3.
It's 3rd down and 4.
McCarthy looking to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. They give to Jones, right side. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Here's McCarthy to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Watson with the catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Here's 2nd and 7. It's cut right side by Watson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throw, here's Love. Has it to his back, here's Josh Jacobs. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Shotgun now for Love. Caught near the goal line. And he'll move the chains on that play. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Jacobs punches it in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. On now is McManus to kick this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now McCarthy. He's got him. That's Addison. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Fires right away, but incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. Still going inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. Packers pick it up.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Something's got to be the difference maker here in half number 2. We'll see what it is as we're off and running once again. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. 16 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10, here's McCarthy. Finds him over the middle. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Buying some time right. He takes it himself. And they'll head out of bounds after a short gain. Give him 3 on that game. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I can do yours.
2 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give left side to Jones. Still has room inside the 15. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead right away in half number 2. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Ivan Pace able to make the stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Love out of the shotgun. Gets everything he has under this throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Love from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Vikings football. They've got 1st down from the 31. Jones trying the left side. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Buys time, rolling right. Pass is caught by Addison. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So no return on that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. He's going deep. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Vikings will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense clued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
1st and 10, here's Jones. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A great play defensively. They forced a loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. On the move, headed right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. McCarthy to throw for it. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And he's going to go. It's a big 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love back to it after the pick. Cut by Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Working quickly here. Thrown on 1st down, Love. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And now they face 2nd down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
This is reeled in by Reed. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Well, after that play, training staff is headed out. That's one of their top guys who's shaken up. And they're going to need him back for the upcoming postseason. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jeff Okuda with the INT. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick 6. Able to get it to Reed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And a man is there to knock that away.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, past the 40. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Offense up to the line fast. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Complete on the slant to Watson. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Throwing is Willis. Catch is made in close. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Willis to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Has it in close. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone. Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game.
Packers 14.
So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. I think the Packers got to that one. The refs agree. Packer football. First and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Here's Willis. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. All right, and for those of you keeping score at home, that is the 6th, yes, I I said the 6th time they've intercepted it this game.
And I'm glad you repeated that, Kate, really, because I think a lot of people watching might have heard 6th and assumed they were wrong. That is a staggering total for any defense in any single game, and it doesn't come without every member of their defense doing their job. Even the ones without the stats and the interceptions, they've done their part in pressure, they've done their part in coverage, and they've done their part to put together one of the best defensive days I've ever seen.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. He can run it. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Second and 10, McCarthy. Big catch is made, and he got their feet in too. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings win it at home. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Gronk. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.